Hey guys, so this is Tim again from Lowe's Southern Farms. So we talked about last time about, we were going to turn our front yard into a garden spot. And I showed you guys the other garden spot. So here is what we are faced with as of right now. So we have started this process over the weekend. We're currently working on it. So anyways, so I have already finished the other garden spot with Old Faithful down here, and pretty much named this piece of, well, I guess you call it a piece of equipment, but this tiller, Old Faithful. So as you can see, we finished that one off. I actually finished that one about 9 o'clock last night, and working on this one. Now I'm not using that to start with on this spot. I've done the same thing to the one I just tilled up to help get that tiller started. If not, I'd have still been doing it. So what I done, since I didn't want to spend like, $2,000 on a tiller attachment for my tractor, and I mean, I could have when we had all this stimulus package, don't misunderstand me, but I had fencing to buy. So priorities, right? So we don't have the money, and still don't have the money to buy a $2,000 tiller attachment. I mean, we use the money for food and stuff like that. So anyways, so we had I had a blade that come with my tractor. I don't think I've showed this on the channel, and that's what I'm using to dig with. Because I was thinking, there's got to be a way I could do this a lot quicker. It might not be as good as a tiller attachment. By no means it is it. Bug on the lens. But it'll help me get started and get it done a little bit quicker. So what I'm going to do this afternoon, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening, looks like the rain's fixing to come in. So we've got to try to get this back here planted, which I probably won't show that. I'll take you guys through it once we get it all planted. And then we're getting the front here planted. And as you've seen, we're actually working on a fence to go around our garden spot. Like I said in the previous video, we started that over the weekend to try to get this all fenced in. And I got the last little bit of fencing about 2 nights ago. So we're getting prepared for hopefully a very good growing season. So just stay tuned for that. But anyways, back to what I was saying. What I'm using to till this up with, or turn the soil over so it can be tilled through. Because I really don't like soil to be clumpy in a garden. It's very hard to do anything with clumped up soil. Anyways, so here's our gardening tool. Yeah, that is a box blade that you're seeing, and I'm actually using it to till up the garden. But if you think about it, box blade will handle gravel. It'll definitely handle dirt. So that's what we're using. As you can see, I've ran over this. Actually, one of my kids ran over it first with the tractor, and I just got through running through it a while ago again, and it's busting it all up. Total of about 3 inches down, so that we can plant our garden. Anyways, you can see how good this is doing. It's not like a tiller attachment, which would be awesome, by the way, but it's a start. So we all got to start somewhere. We'll get there. We'll eventually get a tiller attachment, which will make it a lot easier on both gardens spots. Anyway, so we're going to get to work. I'll take you guys along for that ride. So let's get to it. Alright, so now since we got pretty much what we can done on that with the tractor, I mean, you could tell by the video that, you know, we were, let me check this, okay, that we were, you know, busting some of this up. Still got some hard spots in here, because the thing is, on that type of blade, you can't really, you know, turn the soil over and bust it up, but, you know, you got space in between those rippers. So that's essentially what we were doing, just kind of ripping it up so that we could plant. So next step is we're going to go over and get Old Faithful and get beat to death for about an hour. So I'll show you guys the end result after we get done, because my battery's kind of running a little low right now. So anyways, I'll show you guys the end result. We'll get Old Faithful started, and we'll get to cranking. So this is where I'll end the video. It's going to take me probably a couple more hours. Well, probably at least a couple hours. It's kind of rough when you first start to establish a garden spot, especially if you don't have a tractor. We have that luxury, but if you don't have one to at least break the soil, it's pretty hard. You know, I know they do make other tillers and stuff like that now. That's a lot better than what I have. This one was actually one that I used growing up, so it's got a little bit of sentimental value to it, so I keep it around. And plus it still runs really well, so it has it's kind of tough to navigate and work with. It pretty much takes you where it wants to go. And I'm about 200 something pounds, so if you can imagine, I have to put everything I have into it to just make sure it don't take off with me. So they do make better ones now, of course. They make the rear tine tillers and stuff like that. They're a lot easier to work with. But there again, if this is all you can find, it's better than nothing. Or if you know somebody who's got a tractor, that can till it for you or break it up for you. Now they can't just use a plow, because just using the plow will just turn it over. If they use a plow, they gotta use disc along with it to disc it up to get the soil a lot finer for your spot. But if you don't know that person, or you don't have that service in your county, we actually do have somebody who does that in our county, but I prefer just to do it myself because I don't know how swamped they really are. So I prefer just to do that, handle that on my own, since I have what I need right here. You know, maybe in the future we'll invest in a rototill for our tractor, and that should help us. So, but if you like this video, just hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll be shooting more as we go through and we'll plant. I'll show you guys what all we planted. It's going to be a fun evening. So you guys have a good evening. Till next time. See you. Bye-bye.